We know that arts and culture are good for individuals' health and well-being, and they help communities to thrive. The question is, how do we make arts and culture and creativity available, particularly when money is tight? At Great Gloucestershire, what we know is we need to get the money that we do have to the right people, and the right people are those people in communities on the ground who know what's needed. We wanted to set up a structure that was run by and with and for the people of that community, and that's when Great Gloucestershire started to convene a group of people in Matson. The group eventually ended up being called Culture Matson.
Culture Matson started back in 2017 as a group of people who wanted to give equal access to arts and culture within the local community.
Every time I go to a Culture Matson meeting, I'm reminded of the extraordinary people who work in the Matson community and really what they achieve. And it's very grounding, and it always makes me go away sort of with a firmer resolve to do good by this community. You know, Matson is a remarkable place.
It's had a massive impact on my confidence and my belief in myself. I'd always wanted to do more community-based arts projects and had never managed to get Arts Council funding, and definitely my involvement from working with Culture Matson and being supported by the group helped me to have local funding, and then enabled me to get my first pot of Arts Council funding, which was working with Robinswood and Moat Primary Schools.
The opportunities that the children have been given in theatre and art and dance, music, go way beyond the opportunities that a primary school on its own can offer. They have experienced all sorts of different cultural and art activities that have just been amazing experiences for them.
It opens a lot of doors. It's a very positive group of sort of, this is what I've got going on, or this is an idea I had, and how can we make this idea a reality?
Instead of all trying to pull apart and go for separate funding, we've been able to come together, and with a joint funding bid, you can create so much more.
It's like it's just one big team. There's no them and us. It's one big team, and we all help each other to do what we can.
It's allowed a lot of ideas and inspiration that we've had as an organisation be helped come to life by people in the room willing to support us to make those things happen.
It gives residents lots of opportunities to bring their ideas to life.
With some initial investment from the NHS, we've been testing over the last 3 years how that group of individuals can give money away to projects that they know will make a difference to the people who live in Matson, Robinswood and White City. They've worked out how to distribute that money, how to deal with disagreements about how that money should be spent. It's the community deciding what gets money and how to check that that money's been spent in a good way. There's some brilliant projects that have happened as a result of that money, and we've now been successful in securing some money from the county council for levelling up funding to do this more moving forward.
One of the highlights was the Christmas Lantern Festival, and it was schools, library, youth groups, community centres, churches, all doing something and pulling together. It employed artists, it stirred our imaginations, it sparked the imagination of children, of families, and hundreds, if not thousands of people came to the event. So it was a really good community venture.
It's about shared learning. It's about not always getting it right first time, but learning as a group and sharing your experiences. And the whole thing about our alliance is, if you're looking to get Culture Matson Community Chest funding, for example, you come and talk through your idea. So as a group, we then look for options. It may be that there are better options for funding. It may be that another partner could support you. So we look at things like match funding projects. So it's critical that we all work together, and that's how the relationships have grown.
Culture Matson is a group like no other. There's not many meetings you go into where you come out and you're full of positivity. And it's such a positive group. It's not about, there's no sort of barriers or challenges or competition with anybody. Everybody's there. They're trying to make creative change happen. And they're all happy to support each other to do that.